When starting FocalPoint software, the first screen you will see is the login screen. Usernames and passwords control security, which can be set up to allow or deny access by username to any program within the software. Store and terminal fields control printing operations and enable the software to track from where documents were created, modified, or closed. You can set up FocalPoint to prompt for a username and password at the beginning of each rental contract or at the end of a rental contract, or you can allow the system to default the username to a rental transaction based on how you logged into the terminal. Once logged in, you will be presented with a main menu that will allow you to navigate between functions. FocalPoint software is driven by a menu system rather than forcing you to have to use your mouse to search for window options across the top of your screen. Also on the main menu and all other menus is the time clock and message of the day function. In the front counter menu, you will find an orders menu with all of the rental and sales transactions functionality. From within the front counter menu, you can also directly go to the item lookup order creation function, which gives you the ability to search for rentals and sales items, then immediately create rental transactions based on the items you searched for. Cash drawer functions, where you have the ability to maintain your cash drawer and take a payment on account from the front counter, is also within this menu. You can also record lost sales, use the reservation screen function to track upcoming reservations, perform a quick merchandise price lookup, and use FocalPoint's reservation pick system to keep track of which reservations have all items ready to go and which reservations need additional preparation. You will see throughout most screens in FocalPoint helpful red text to help you throughout the process. Red text usually serves as friendly reminders as to what you can do while in a particular screen. Also, pressing F1 at any screen will take you to FocalPoint's online help file. Within the inventory section, you can access your rental and merchandise files. The non-stock file stores parts information given to you by manufacturers you represent, allowing you to store mass amounts of manufacturers' data to be used for purchasing and price updating. The group file allows you to group your rental and merchandise items into logical groups for reporting. Rental rate tables are where you store your rates for your items. Storing rates in a separate table from your rental items allow you to establish rates without having to assign rates to each individual rental item, and also allows you to predetermine defaults for rental items, streamlining the setup process. The manufacturer's file allows you to store manufacturer's identification codes for your sales merchandise. The group, rental rate table, item, and merchandise message files allow you to set up messages to either show on the screen or print on documents. The posting code file allows you to set up codes that will be assigned to your inventory to control how revenue is recorded, exported, and reported on. The kit file allows you to set up required or non-required related items that allow you to quickly create contracts and not miss out on rental or sales opportunities. Custom attachments allow you to set up documents that optionally print after an order prints for explaining company policy or instructions to your customers. There are many features within the Setup Files menu that you can use to help set up your counter and store to run as efficiently and profitably as possible. You can control important functions such as payment types, intervals, and additional charges. You can also control how rates show on a contract based on the time period of the rental contract. The Inventory Functions section allows you to produce rental and merchandise count sheets and maintain transfers of rental and merchandise items between your stores. From this section, you can also make adjustments to your rental and merchandise items and control your PDA or handheld computer functions as well. The label function allows you to print price stickers or bin labels for your merchandise. Finally, you can convert items that you initially entered into your merchandise file for sale only to your rental file. This function is very useful for items that you both rent and sell, from air hoses to chainsaws. Within the accounts receivable section, you maintain your customer file, where you can keep track of phone calls to your customers using the call log, employees of your customers authorized to rent, and much, much more. Salespeople and their commission structures are also maintained in this section. The accounts receivable section also contains the functions to take in batch payments on account and create debit or credit adjustments. Customer statements and finance charges, or service charges, are generated from this section, as well as many helpful reports. The AR Setup menu is where you can set up tax codes, terms codes, customer discounts, and is also where you can merge customers together. To effectively maintain records of how your inventory increases, you can create and receive purchase orders from the Purchase Order menu. Many reports on purchasing history are within this menu as well. From the Period Processing menu, you can export your revenue to accounting packages such as QuickBooks, Peachtree, and others. You can also track internal checks for times when you prefer to refund customers with a company check instead of cash. While FocalPoint software can automatically create monthly billings for you, from this section, you can manually create them as well. Also, from within the Period Processing menu, you can process bad checks and calculate depreciation. You may also batch print invoices, batch convert reservations, or batch reprint open orders. Finally, on this menu, there is a group total screen to allow you to monitor your rental and merchandise activity by group and send these statistics to an Excel spreadsheet. FocalPoint software contains nearly 200 useful reports, all found in the Reports sections of the main menu. Daily reports, reports on your rental and merchandise items performance, service department reports, and customer analysis reports are all included with the software. Within the Management Tools, you can set up your cash drawers and workstation terminals. The Store Manager file allows you to control many functions of your software based on how your store operates. The Daily Revenue screen is a quick at-a-glance revenue screen used by store managers to take the pulse of the store at any time for any time frame. Security Setup allows you to control which employees have access to which programs within FocalPoint. Within this menu, you may also schedule your overnight functions, such as monthly billings and automatic reporting. You may also change rental rates and access the Daily Snapshot function. Also within this section, you can view prior revisions of an order, view FocalPoint's dashboard for a date or date range, and set up your message of the day for either today or a date in the future. The Service Department section allows you to open and close maintenance work orders for your rental items or for customers' equipment. Within this section, you can track internal, customer, and warranty maintenance and create invoices for customer maintenance. Also from this section, you can set up scheduled maintenance for your fleet based on hours, number of rentals, and you can also set up inspection forms that automatically print out at the end of each rental as an inspection checklist to prepare rental items for their next rental. All of these powerful tools are available to you from within the main menu. From here, you can view any section that you like, or simply await the next section.